Okay, so let's break down Gustavo Batista versus Nicholas Meregali. We're going to study Nicholas Meregali's guard and why it's one of the most dangerous guards in the game. Okay, so there's one thing that he did here that you're going to learn that when I learned this, it changed my whole life. So we're going to break it down.
Isso
And, Batista is like
combate.
one of the best guard
É
passers,
a
man.
grande
I
decisão, é
used
a
to train at
final do
Altos
kimono
with him.
preto,
We were
Nicholas
teammates, and dude, he
Meregali.
is one of the best
Já
guard
tomando a
passers. Okay,
iniciativa do
so
combate,
right
mudando a
away,
guarda,
he's
fazendo a sua
stepping into
guardinha.
headquarters
Já mudou um
as
pouquinho essa guarda,
Meregali has
agora
kind of a
botou mais
lasso
leve. Ele
here,
estava
and this is one
guarda
of
de
his moves
laço ali,
here.
né?
Notice what he just
Já
did right
chama
there.
para baixo,
Okay,
incomoda a
a,
perna
a
longa
lot of people are
demais
not
do
going to be able to
Meregali.
see
Pé no
that, but
bíceps aí, não
let's
pode vacilar,
kind of
senão vai voar.
rewind that a bit.
Longa
Okay,
de laço
so
ali. Já
check this
mudou
out
um
right
pouquinho
here.
essa
Right,
guarda,
this
agora
is
botou
something
pra
that
ele. Agora ele
because
tá
the thing about it is,
trabalhando
look, he's
guarda
playing
de
kind of
laço.
like a collar sleeve game, right? He's playing like a collar sleeve, but he's grabbing the other lapel here. If he was playing collar sleeve, his hand would be grabbing here, right? But one thing that he did is he had the lasso. He unraveled the lasso, and he goes into a spider, kind of like a homolo bahal guard here, right? Um,
Ali.
and notice he goes right into from lasso to a spider, and at the same time he has the homolo bahal guard here. Okay, a lot of people nowadays call it tarantula guard. This was just a guard that homolo bahal did for many years, right? And people took from them, right? And I use it as well. But this right here is so cool because look at that. He goes right from a lasso to this, and then from here he's able to shoot his leg underneath,
Já
and
chama.
he's trying to get to kind of like a single leg X guard, but Batista's very heavy here. He's very hard to
Para
off
baixo,
off
incomoda a
balance here,
perna longa
and
demais
he's
do
trying to
Esse
Meregali.
pé
continue
no
to
bíceps aí,
go underneath
não
him,
pode vacilar, senão vai
and
voar.
Batista here is just kind of like floating by.
O
He's
Gustavo
posting
Batista.
the Andrew Lowe
Mudou um
style,
pouquinho
and
o
he's back.
Trabalha
He's trying to do
muito
one,
bem
but he
essa
couldn't do it.
guarda aí.
So then
Guarda
he's
aberta,
playing kind of
né?
like a collar sleeve right
Fazer
here,
busca
just with
ali pela
the other
riba.
collar here.
Fecha ali na guarda, vem
Batista's trying to
incomodando,
push
né?
down
A perna no pano aí do Meregali.
on the hook to try to go a side smash. He goes back to lasso.
Não dá nem para pensar quem tá
Um,
por cima ali.
from
Fica
here,
vendo pra onde que
he
vai
has
essa
the
perna.
Della
Vem por
Hiva. He's trying to
baixo,
go
vai
deep
por
Della.
cima e agora pra onde eu vou?
Della
Ele
Hiva X
tentando
guard.
ali uma Della
He's
Riva,
going,
que é a
he's just shooting it.
especialidade
He's spamming
dele.
it, right? He spammed it a
Vai
couple
bem
times.
demais o
Then he
Meregali
goes right into
nessa
the
posição
Della.
agora com
We call it
a
Della
guardinha
X guard.
X ali.
But
É o
it's
jogo
like Della
dele.
Hiva
É
X
um
guard.
X
But
por
just call it
trás da perna.
Della X
Posição
guard
agora
just
com a
for
guarda
something that's
dele.
quick, right? But notice what he did right here too, right?
Fica
As soon as he's here, he doesn't even waste time. That's what makes Meregali's guard really, really
vendo
good.
pra onde
As
que
soon
vai
as he
essa
comes here, he grabs the opposite collar or the opposite sleeve, sorry, and then from here he just shoots his leg all the way through.
perna, vem
Boom. And then notice
por
one
baixo.
thing here
Que
is
tu vai
he
por
tries to
cima.
do it once, and Batista, look at that, like he's able to kind of just defend it. But the one thing about Meregali and the one thing that I started to add was sometimes it doesn't take one time. Sometimes you got to continue to shoot. You kind of like almost spam
E agora pra onde eu vou?
that leg guard.
E ali
As you
tentando
can
ali
see,
uma Della
he did
Riva, que
that
é a
a couple of times. He
especialidade
almost has
dele.
his head
Vai
on the
bem
mat
de
here,
e ali
right? So notice
Fica
one more
desviando
time.
pra onde que vai essa perna.
The
Vem
grab,
por baixo, vai por cima e agora pra onde eu
one,
vou?
e ali
two,
tentando ali uma
three.
Della Riva, que é a
Continues,
especialidade dele.
continues. Finally
Vai bem
hooks
demais
the leg, and his other leg is hooked on this hip here, and then he's got the other hip
o
here.
Meregali
Now he has a Della
nessa
X
posição
guard
agora com a
here, right?
guardinha
And this
X
is
ali.
what
É o jogo dele.
Meregali is really good
X
at.
por
I took
trás da
that from him
perna,
as
né,
well.
Francis?
This is what makes
A Della Riva
his guard really good because he's
No
able to
pé
kind of go
inteiro ali
from
esticado.
attacking the upper body to the lower body,
já
and
o Mário já tá
always
ensinando
constant
certinho,
attacking.
dominou bem a
And that's
perna.
what
Praticamente
in the
nas
gi,
quadras, né?
to
Tá
be really, really good in your
equilibrado.
guard, you have to
É isso
continually
aí,
be
ó.
attacking, right? Because if you let, like, for example,
Só
someone like
continua ali.
Batista,
O
you're not
Meregali vai
attacking, he's going
subir.
to start getting
Arriscou ali um
to his position,
pouquinho.
man. It's going
Mas
to
foi
be a
inteligente o
bad
Gustavo
day for
Batista
you,
agora.
Muito,
right? Because
aquela
that's what he
bate
wants. He
forte,
wants to
né?
drown you, right?
Que
So notice he kind of,
é
one thing
só
that Meregali did here,
praticamente raspado, né?
he
O cara
tried to
tá
kind of like, from
equilibrado.
Telex,
É isso
he
aí.
tried to just like almost go like a triangle a little bit and try to come up,
O
but
Meregali vai
that's a hard way to
Ah,
come up
errou
right
ali
there,
um
right? But then he
pouquinho.
came back.
Mas foi inteligente o Gustavo Batista agora.
Let's
Aquela
see,
base forte, né?
he's playing Del Hiva now. Gustavo's gonna try to just step over, right?
Mudou o jogo ali, ó.
Goes back
Deixa
to
eu
the
botar
kind of
pra
like
ele,
the
marca no
lasso.
cotovelo, o Meregali passa pra trás da
Um,
guarda de laço, mudando a sua guarda completamente. Viu como é que é versátil esse garoto?
from here, he's gonna go
Ele
again
matou a
for it,
mão
right?
aqui do
It's another thing. He just kept
Gustavo, trabalha a
spamming
perna
this right here.
direita.
So now he has him kind of like in
Joga
headquarters.
pela
Boom.
direita também ali, que tá-
Goes back into kind of like the homolo bahal guard here with an X guard here. A little bit. Gets right into kind of like single leg X guard here, foot lock grip here. And then he's able to kind of gets a single leg X. He
Vai
has his
tentando
sleeve.
trazer a base aí pro meio. O
Um,
Gustavo usa até o braço ali.
And Batista is really good here, man. Like for anyone that has ever trained with him or competed with him, everyone knows that he's super hard to off balance and to get underneath him, right? And especially if you're in single leg X, he's really good at defending it. So
E o
notice
Meregali
how
vendo
he's off
a
balancing
perna
him here
direita ali
with
para
like
não
the
deixar
kangaroo
ele
hook here,
subir.
and at the same time he's like kicking his leg out.
Vai ter que secar a
But
posição aí,
what's most
Gustavo.
important here is
E
the
aí o
entry, how he
Gustavo tá
got there,
salvo pelo
right? That's the
teste
one
ali.
thing that
Exatamente.
if you take this into your game, your game's going to be next
Se não
level. For
quiser
me, I
ceder, vai
do
ter que
this, and I
ceder
don't
sozinho,
just
ó
do
lá.
it from there. I
Foi,
do it from
tomou um
everywhere.
choque.
From there, I let him to go to a
Tombou
sweep
pelo
here.
teste ali.
So
Exatamente.
right here, he's able to kind of come up
Aí se
and
não
then
quiser ceder, vai ter que
kind of
ceder
just stop
sozinho, ó
him
lá.
here
Foi, tomou.
Ele já
and get into kind of like a
passou
half
com a
guard
guarda
position.
passada,
So let's
fez
rewind
teste
this a
ali.
little bit, right? Let's kind of break this down because
Na
a
direita,
lot.
Aqui do,
So okay, so he's right here, right? So notice he has the collar here, and he's kind of like a lasso here, right?
Gustavo
Now
trabalha
he's Batista is literally trying to go like, he's trying to get into headquarters, and he's either trying to side smash or knee cut, right? Or trying to do kind of like his knee cut that he does with when he goes like over the head,
perna direita.
right? So from here, notice he unravels the lasso, Meregali, and he goes right into the spider collar. Okay, so he's doing kind of like a Homola Bahal guard. It is Homola Bahal guard. And as soon as he goes here, right, he's already shooting his leg underneath and is ready to attack him and go underneath him, right? So he goes, he shoots it, boom. Batista kind of post, and because of that, sometimes that leads to going all the way here to where now you're in single leg X with the spider hook here. And from here, you're in a really good position here because now, and he has a full lock grip here. There's a lot of things that you can do from here, but just the entry in itself is absolutely money here. So
Matou a
you can do
manga.
this from collar sleeve, and all you have to do is just switch to this side here, right? So you have like, that's why Meregali is really good, because he has like the collar sleeve where you can attack this arm, this arm with triangles. That's one of the things he did, or the Della X on here, right? Or switching the hand here, he goes unravel, goes into the Homola Bahal guard, right? The tarantula guard. And then that's another entry to get to the single leg X guard here, right?
Joga de La Riva de perna
I
direita.
love this entry here, and I do this from like so many different positions than just that. And so I took this technique and I turned into so many concepts. Maybe I'll show that later, but it's so sick because when I saw Meregali do that, I was like, holy shit!
E vai
Like
tentando
I
trazer
gotta
a
have that
base
in my
também
game. And immediately the
do
next day,
Gustavo.
I started playing with that, and then I just like fell in love with that because it's so easy. It complements
Vai ter que subir
that
ali
guard there,
agora.
right? And then from here, everyone has a different little way to kind of sweep the person or whatever. He goes kangaroo here. He's kind of like off balancing him here. He's controlling the sleeve so he can't post. And then as he's like trying to come up, he's trying to come up. He's long. Meregali is long. As he's coming up here, he's gonna let go of the sleeve, and he's gonna active post on his hand, and he's gonna come up. Boom.
Se não
Right.
quiser,
Exatamente.
So he's trying to come up. He's trying to come up, and then from there he active post, and then he brings his hand on top of him as he's trying to come up here, and then gets him right into the half guard here. And from here, he's kind of has the back. He's kind of using the Batista half guard here with his back, But Batista is really, really good here. And then he'll just go cross face and goes knee cut, and that's like Batista's like signature, man. When I watched Leandro Lowe's guard, he like has like or his passing DVD. There's a technique where he does this. Leandro Lowe does this. He like kind of goes over the backs, and he used to be Batista's like old coach. So like I'm sure that he probably learned that from Leandro, and Leandro really doesn't do that too much. Actually, he goes more just like cross face, but Batista does that. So going back to Meregali here, he's kind of he's kind of in a half guard position with the back here, right? He doesn't have the cross face. He's trying to push, and then from here, he's trying to just maybe get to. So right here, look what he's trying to do. He's trying to get to kind of like he's trying to get his knee all the way here to get kind of like in a quarter guard to get more of a dominant position. But because Batista opens up and there's enough space there, he shoots his hand here, bam, right? And then from here, this is a Kimura trap all day here, right? Kimura trap armbar. I love doing this as well. And then from here, he kind of has him stuck in a half guard position. And then from here, it's just a matter of time whether he can get it. If not, he can go to the arm bar. But
Ele tava pegado
this is
agora da
very, very
americana, né? Da
nice
Kimura.
from
Mas,
Meregali. And like for the people that
exatamente, mas
come
pode
in,
continuar o
Batista
giro,
is,
né?
man, I've trained
Tá
with
só
pretty much
esperando
everyone. I
ali o
competed
momento
with
Pode até,
everybody.
ele pode até fintar
Batista's
uma americana e
definitely
ir pro
one of the
armlock, mas
top
nesse
guys
primeiro
when it comes
momento,
to passing guard. Like super hard to sweep and
Eu
do
sei que
anything
ele
with. Like the way that Meregali was able to do that, like the way that he off balanced him. Let's just go back really quick, just a couple more times.
esse pé
So like the first one here, right?
Guarda de laço ali. Já mudando um pouquinho essa guarda. Agora
So from here, notice he has kind of like a lasso and he does his De La Hiva where he goes like lasso De La Hiva and he kind of off balances the guy. But it's hard to do that with Batista, right? Because Batista has a different kind of base here. But he's able to unravel it, boom, and then he's trying to shoot underneath, right? And from here, he was trying to get there, but Batista did a really good job here, so he kind of let go. But notice that he did that again
Gustavo Batista.
here as well, right? One more time here, right? Same thing. So same concept here. You know, he has the, he unravels it, goes underneath, goes all the way through, and that's the reason. This right here, the entry here is the reason why he was able to off balance him, get underneath a single leg X, sweep him, and then get to a position where he was able to sub him. So, I mean, this is really, really awesome. So one thing that you guys can do is definitely take the same thing from either collar sleeve or what he was doing, and then just unravel it, and then be able to sweep people like that. It's so cool. People can't even feel it. It's like a ninja move, and it's gonna make your guard game in the gi so much better, right? That's what makes the gi really awesome too. Is like you can add this one, and it changes everything. And then if you get really good, you start to see it everywhere, right? So if you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Any takeaways that you guys like, comment, and if you guys want me to break down anybody else, let me know. Other than that, I'll see you guys later.